Welcome back, friends, to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Last time, we used the Charge Blade for what I'm going to be officially calling the final time we'll be using it, and we used it to fight Fulgur Anjanath, and as almost a carbon copy of Uragan's battle, we lost. We lost the first battle. But we came back extra strong. We took a Senzu Bean and we revived 3 times as strong and pulled out a win against Fulgur Anjanath. This time, we traveled back to Astera to learn that there are more subspecies coming out of the woodworks as per the impact on the ecosystem, and I've switched to the dual blades, and I've dramatically reworked our armor, and I made Milo look, well, I mean, look at him. I did this to him. This was me. I did that to him. But as for our actual setup, I changed things quite a bit. Now, I was kind of a little bit torn on the chest piece. The chest piece is the Astral Cloth, which is from an event. But since this game's been out for quite a while, especially with Iceborne, the event armor technically is there, and they were kind of rolling events soon, and the events are coming back soon as well. So this armor has been available. You do get the tickets kind of easily for free. They're not the greatest in terms of deco slots, but I wanted to use it because it has level 2 natural critical boost, a really great skill to have. I actually switched to the Fulgur Anjanath Helm because it gives us good deco slots and 1 point of weakness exploit that I really enjoy. We kept our Brachydios gloves. It's our only agitator. We don't have the secret anymore. I switched to Odogaron's Coil because it had great deco slots and 2 more points of critical eye, because critical eye with dual blades is really good. And then I switched to the Shrieking Legiana Greaves because using the dual blade, our stamina depletion is very key. We do not want our stamina to drop very dramatically from being in demon mode. So Marathon Runner is a perfect skill. Not Constitution, that's more for the Insight Glaive. Marathon Runner, that's for the dual blades. But it has great deco slots, and unfortunately I had to fight Shrieking Legiana again, which is not something I really enjoy doing, but we did it, and we still have the Master Charm 3, still can't upgrade it. As for the monster we're fighting first, I will tell you right now, it is going to be Ebony Odogaron as per the story. And he is super weak to the water element, so that is what we're going to be using. And this is still, unfortunately, the strongest water dual blade I can actually craft. The only thing I needed to craft it was some more Shrieking Legiana pieces. So it does make sense that I had to fight it because this is the best we can do. And I figured there's no more time to waste. Let's do this. We are going to tackle best bad friends, great enemies. As soon as Volcana left, monsters everywhere started getting riled up. We're short on manpower, and we need a hunter to secure the defense convoy's route to Celiana. Start by taking out the Odogaron subspecies in the Coral Highlands. Yep, this is kind of what we're stuck with, is Ebony Odogaron. Also, you can tell that I captured the Shrieking Legiana because there she is. I captured her instead of murdering her. I was, I guess, a bit nicer to her than I was to Legiana before. But let's see how this goes.
I'm keeping a record of the monsters being affected by that song.
Let's eat our meal because the game was very nice and brought me to camp, which makes sense because we're fighting a new monster. It's not going to just throw me next to the monster. And it also didn't let me pick what camp to go to. I wonder if that has anything to do with what we'll be tackling. It's like it's a story event monster. What? That's so crazy. Got some Nargacuga gashes, so Nargacuga's apparently here. We don't want, I mean, I'll grab them because it's going to give us more investigations, but Nargacuga is not who we are looking for. And also, I don't want the gashes because that makes us walk slow, and if there's one thing, if you've known me for a while now watching this series, I don't like walking very slow. I'm more about that speed. I gotta keep mobile. Well, we're getting closer. We only found the 1 track so far. Well, there was no tracks on that path. That's a little interesting, actually. I could have sworn there would have been. All right, we have Ebony Odogaron, a subspecies of Odogaron. He is extremely weak as per the weapon we're using. He is very susceptible to the water element. He himself wields the dragon element, so that is his least effective element. In terms of ailment, poison and paralysis are really good, which makes sense because paralysis is wow, we missed. Paralysis is very effective against regular Odogaron, so it makes sense his subspecies is also weak to it as well. And yeah, he is very mobile. Yeah, I'd say even more mobile than even Odogaron himself. And he's pretty much the dark version of Odogaron, which I really, really like. I really love the aesthetic on him. You know, usually whenever I say I like the aesthetic on a monster, we don't tend to do very well. His body is also a lot tougher. He can also still inflict bleed just like his counterpart can. So be very mindful of his front claw attacks. They can inflict bleed on you. Astera Jerky is a very good item to use. Sadly, the part that makes this really hard and why these no berries are going to be very helpful is the dragon element. We barely saw this. We saw this a little bit with Devil Joe. But if he inflicts the dragon element on us, our element powers are significantly either, I think they're weakened or they're just outright canceled, which both are very bad. And since we're running a specific elemental build, we really don't want that dragon element to be on us at all. He's going to do battle with Nargacuga, which is going to cause them both to hurt each other, which is very helpful to me. And let's see how this goes. Sadly, unlike Odogaron, his front feet are not weak spots until you damage him. Until you destroy or break the parts on his front feet, they are not natural weak spots on his body. I'm gonna run out of no berries here, sadly, because I'm using so many to get rid of that elemental blight that it's put on us. I did run one thing of resistor on expert, that way the blights last, I think it's like 50% as long, so I could wait for dragon blight to naturally go away. But since we're being very aggressive and hyper on Odogaron, Ebony Odogaron, I do want to make sure that elemental blight stays off me as much as I can. We will run out and then we'll have to rely on resistor. I would have put more resistor, but I do not have the decorations for it. If you have it, I would highly recommend it. If you're running a raw build, honestly, dragon blight doesn't actually mean anything to you, but if you are running element, it is a very, very good option for you to run. Oh, nice. Nice, and Milo paralyzed. I'm kind of sad we could have gotten the double knockdown, but... And Nargacuga's gonna bother me? What the heck? Narga, you need to go away. But look at that marathon runner. Look how much that's helping us stay in demon mode with how much stamina we have. Super helpful. Alright, I don't want Nargacuga in my way, though. They're a little bit distracted. They're not really dealing with me very much, which I do greatly appreciate. But I don't like Nargacuga getting in my way, especially when I have such an open knockdown opportunity on Ebony. That really rubs me the wrong way. But since we're back to a weapon that I'm a little bit more familiar with, that's not obviously the Charge Blade, we should do a lot better. I mean, we're still taking heavy damage from Ebony's attacks, but we are doing better.
Still fast as fuck,
He's fast.
boy. I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Well, let's chase him down. And also his cutscene. Bring that up. The cutscene that Ebony is introduced in, man, he brutally was wrecking Odogaron. Like, if you ever thought to yourself, oh, Odogaron's a tough enemy, dude, Ebony trashes Odogaron like he's nothing. All right, I want to get a flinch shot on him, but with him being very mobile, this might be a little bit difficult to do. Wait, nope. No, don't tell me I just lined him up to be in the hallway. Oh no. Oh, wait, that still worked? Wow. Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh, I think we actually broke the front, one of the front feet. I think we actually broke it. Alright, we're back out of demon mode. Yeah, get through his body like that. Yeah, when he jumps, you want to dodge roll because that will inflict the dragon element. You don't want to get hit by that. Or his mouth attack because that red electricity, that is the dragon element. You don't want to get hit by it. I believe, in my memory, the only other monster we've seen in the entire game up to this point that has had the dragon element ability or dragon blight is Deviljho. He's the only other monster, to my knowledge, that actually has had the ability to inflict that blight on us. So this is definitely only our second monster. Oh, wow, dude, Ebony's fighting everybody. Holy cow. Now he's trying to beat the living crap out of Legiana. Dang, brought her down though. But then he takes damage. Sick. That's just what we want to see, and that's what we love to see. As much as we hate Legiana, or I hate Legiana, Legiana did do us a solid, but now she's gonna do me less of a solid, because now for some reason, Ebony Otagon fighter, and now Legiana's pissed at me? Like, I did something wrong? What? How does that work? Alright. We've chased him back down. Let's just keep the pressure on him. Alright, we're running out of stamina. We gotta exit out of the mode really quick. With our stamina, we do... Oh, no, that's extra bad. I didn't dodge roll in time. Yeah, see, he's very mobile, so having a slow weapon, when you do get in a window of opportunity, you'll do a lot of damage. But if you don't have those windows, then you're kind of at his mercy of whenever he wants you to hit him. There we go. Oh, nice. All right, let's get some of these flurries in here. Apparently, he has left Agi mode, so when he gets back up, we'll try to find a window to knock him back down again. Yeah, and that crit boost with our decently high affinity is definitely going to make our damage higher. That's kind of why I was torn between using the Astral Cloth, because if for whatever reason it's your first time ever starting... Oh, Agitator, wow. We did so much damage, Agi activated right away. But yeah, since if it's your very first time playing Monster Hunter, you won't really have that available to you or something like that. So I was kind of torn for a while, but I figured since we're nearing the end of Iceborne's main story, I figured it'd be fine to switch to it. I've kind of shown you a lot of hunts with a good setup of decent weapons, like my ability and what I can do with each weapon without using kind of the seasonal powerful items. So you do kind of have like a good idea now of what kind of works and what's strong. So it's fine if we use it now. Plus this seasonal item specifically does actually start up in December. So I mean, if you did get up, or no, like in January. So if you did boot up Monster Hunter recently, like if you got it around like the holiday time, then you would have kind of started it right around the time this piece of equipment was available. So you would actually have it. I can't confirm that, but I'm just assuming. And honestly, we're just fighting Otogaron. He's not really putting up too much of a fight, and he just has a lot of HP. I should sharpen. That would probably let us have a higher damage output than just these little numbers. But honestly, we're not really struggling against him. I mean, I'll go for it. Nope. Couldn't get it. We'll go for it again, maybe. Hide in here. Wow, how did he miss me? Oof. Otogaron, you, got some bad aim there, friend. And look at that, already in a weakened limb state. We didn't grab like any research on Ebony to actually see if he has skulls, but he's got them. You can tell it just by the limp alone. We're gonna capture him because we capture all the new monsters. That's something that we got to do. And look at that, we actually weaken him We weakened him to skulls before our Rocksteady Mantle was actually over. Granted, he had 2 Torque Wars that did a lot of damage to him, but still, that's definitely good. We rocked it pretty hard with the dual blades this time around. And might I just say, it feels really good to not use the charge blades, so that also just feels really good in general. Okay. Come on, Ebony. Come into my shiny little area. Come into the shiny spot. Shiny spot? Do you not? Yeah, there you go. And that is Ebony Otogaron.
Successfully hunted. Amazing work.
What did she say? What'd she say?
What the fuck did I just hear?
Not really sure I like that. I like Otogaron better. Handler, what are you even doing? Now you're like Uragon. What are you even doing? Look at all these items. And remember, Milo steals more, so we got a couple more items. Not too many. His Plunder Blade's still pretty weak. Good deco? No. Wow, that's not even just an elemental deco. That's like worse than elemental. That's just slinger capacity. I hate that skill. Whoops.
You're doing great.
As our handler says, we're doing great. Our next monster, who is also super weak to the water element, is everyone's a critic. Whilst one of our artists was out trying to paint a landscape of the recess, a Lavassioth appeared out of nowhere and attacked. Though he survived the ordeal, his commissioned piece did not. Please make your way out there and secure the area so that he may continue his work. Oh, and you know my thoughts on Lavassioth.
No, he sucks.
You know my thoughts on the fish boy himself. Well, things may be a little bit different now. So Lavassioth, if we've not hated him already, Lavassioth, with the weapon we're using, has 2 states: when he's magnified and when his body is hardened. You know, because the hardened mechanic was so fun when we went to Bounce City last time, that why not just do it again with a weapon that doesn't have a natural mind's eye, or we even have a mind's eye decoration.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Regardless, Lavassioth is naturally 3-star weak to water, which is why we're using it. He is 2-star to thunder and ice, 1 to dragon, but when he is hardened, he's 1-star to fire, and then 2 more stars to water, and then nothing else to any of the rest of the elements. For ailments, poison, that's your boy. That's your only 3-star ailment that you want to use. So water is our best element, and I'm not looking forward to this, but let's see if we can fight Fish Boy himself and maybe have a good time like Ebony Otogaron. First thing, we need to eat a meal, and we need to grab our cool drinks, because I only actually keep hot drinks with me naturally. And, oh, I don't even know why I said to eat a meal. We literally ate a meal before we left. Do I not remember that? Alright, so with our cool drinks, we now hopefully will not just burn to death. And Lavassioth being a monster I personally hate and never ever fight unless I'm required to. I don't even have any research on Lavassioth. Like, I don't even think I have 1-star research on him, as sad as that is. Because, like, I mean, I mentioned it, but, like, that hard mechanic where if you hit him, his body just hardens and you bounce off. I hate that mechanic so much that it literally prevents me from ever fighting Lavassioth, but that's why I then learned about the torch pods that we picked up. Because once he hardens, we can shoot, like, his legs and then hopefully keep up some damage. If you can stay underneath him and hit his belly, that's another solid area to attack him in. So, I mean, that's a great area to strike too, but we're just gonna kind of try to keep up damage. Lavassioth, words are tough. Lavassioth is annoying, but hopefully he won't be too bad. I mean, we can stay up pretty close on him and kind of hit him pretty easily because we have a somewhat precise weapon. Because like we're keeping up damage really well right now. Like we're not even letting him up. Oh, I guess if we do, yeah, if we do our spinning attack or anything else, we do actually not bounce off him. I didn't know that about the dual blades. But yeah, it's not. There's so many dings in there. All right. We gotta shoot him up. Shoot him up with some heat. Let's get this boy hot. Yeah, he's gonna be difficult to hit. If he goes in the magma, that is kind of what we want him to do, because then he'll just, his whole, oh, this is not what I'd call great. Yeah. And with no more torch pods, we're not really in a good spot. Yeah. See what Lavasioth is so fun, isn't it? Isn't it fantastic? It's so great. Slinger bombs should actually also soften him up too, actually. I didn't even think about that. Maybe? They do. That works. I mean, I'll take it. Flint-shotting Lavasioth in this area is not really going to work, which is why you don't see me actually going for that strat. Yeah, if we hit him kind of in that belly area, we still hit him for a lot of damage. He's honestly, Lavasioth also isn't really putting up much of a fight. I thought this was going to be way worse of a battle. Like, honestly, I thought this was going to be, like, cruddy as crap trying to fight Lavasioth. I mean, we only have one more bomb pod. There's torch pods right here. Right, there you go. Can I shoot his other leg? There we go. Oh, that's super great. I honestly probably should have sharpened, actually, to put myself back up to white, but we're still putting up some decent damage on him. I mean, our damage isn't terrible by any stretch. Come on, Lavasioth. Just go in the magma, though. That'd make this so much easier. Yeah, we're going to try to sharpen. Get out from that explosion radius and sharpen hopefully back up to... Oh, yeah, all the way to white. Oh, so nice. Yes. Yes, you're back in the magma. He's going to do the jumping fish explosion thing, which will be slow, but he will be fully magmized, whatever, however you'd say that. He's gonna be a hot boy. He gonna be real hot. He's gonna be a hottie. Oh, he's trying to escape? Well, I mean, because I'm gonna run out of stamina. It did actually prevent him from running away, though, actually. As funny as it is, it did actually prevent him from leaving. Actually. Wait, something just occurred to me that maybe I should have done research notes on and I should have looked up, because now I'm actually like curious. If I soften up a part of Lavasioth's body, will that make it where we won't bounce off him anymore? Will that work? Is that a thing? Like, can I attach to his feet? Nah, that's not his foot. I guess maybe you can attach to his foot, I guess. Yeah, go to flat ground, you dick. Ooh. Yeah, I'm wondering if I soften up his foot. See, I don't know why I keep saying foot, because you can't attach to that part. Like, if I soften up his face, right, and his face hardens, can I still do damage to it, even if it's hardened? It doesn't seem like it's going to work very well, because I just keep getting thrown off him without my rock steady. So I think we're just going to chill for now. I mean, actually, we broke his face. So yeah, if you break a part. See, this just shows you I don't fight Lavasioth enough, because like I didn't even know this. But since I broke his face, we don't actually bounce off his face anymore. See, I would probably see, I didn't know this, but now you guys do. Now you know. But then I'm wondering, can I break his feet? Will that work? I mean, even if I can't, having his face vulnerable is still a win. Starting to lose some HP though. We need to pop a max potion. Also, remember how we went with our handler matching and being so coordinated for so many episodes with their aesthetic, and now she's just kind of a hodgepodge of design. She just kind of doesn't look like she matches just quite right. All right, now he's in the magma like what Gyarados does, but this should make his body just completely vulnerable no matter what. Or I guess we'll knock him out of the lava. Huh. See, I'm fighting Lavasioth, and like, I'm kind of like showing you things about Lavasioth, but friends, I am also learning in the same process. Also, Milo with that paralysis, man, I know I said a long time ago, like, man, maybe we'll finally change Milo's weapon, or we'll change his equipment or whatever. And like, we never changed that weapon. There was no reason. He was too good with it then. He's too good with it now. Milo, don't ever change. What the? Kind of weird how he just kind of sprung out of the lava. Sadly, we don't actually have enough research on Lavasioth to know when he'll have skulls. So that kind of a bummer. But you know what? Our water element is actually working out just well enough that I don't really think we need to worry about it all that bad. I mean, see now he mounts up the legs. Can you break the legs? I wish the legs would break already so I could find out. Like, if they could just break, that'd be fantastic. Although, Lavasioth is really close to a wall. Granted, he'll be vulnerable on his legs and stuff, but we can hit him in the head. Maybe. Oh yeah, because we also just unloaded torch rods into his head, so his head is extra weak. Should have been. Thought it would have been. Well. Still worked out. Yeah, now we're in a bad position. Oh, actually, he like almost like he answered our call of like, we're in a bad spot. Lavasioth, can you just come out of the magma? And he did. He actually helped us out. What a nice boy, right? All right, you come out of the magma. You're in for a world of hurt now. No. Yeah, notice how we also have not seen like a single Lavasioth track. If you ask me, Lavasioth's tracks are like some of the most rare tracks in the game. Like, I feel like they never spawn. Oh, that's not a good sign. AzurePKK is naturally aggressive. I don't want to fight him. No. Where are you going now? Get back here and stop running away. Oh, and see, now Lavasioth being kind of stupid. He's trying to fight Azure, like. So Lavasioth was like, Rathalos was like, so you've chosen death. I see. Yeah, I mean, he's not coming for me, which I mean, is nice. But, oh, right in the crossfire of Azure's attack. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about the Lavasioth hunt. We're just kind of doing the same thing, waiting till he dies. We already took down the big target monster of today. We already took down Ebony Garon, which, might I add, we took down a lot, honestly, a lot more easily than I thought we were going to. Like, I guess it's all based on like weapon choice, because when I played Iceborne for the first time, I had then switched to the longsword being my main weapon. So I just used that all the time, and I'm not gonna lie, Ebony Garon with the longsword was honestly a little bit difficult to use. Like, I found it to be a difficult weapon to kind of fight Ebony with. I guess like I said, it all comes down to weapon choice, because it worked out really well for me using the dual blades. And I didn't even line this up to be like, oh yeah, dual blades are gonna be the #1 weapon to use. Like, it's gonna make Ebony Garon so much more easy. I didn't even think that when I used it. It just worked out that way. Kind of wish level... Ooh! What did we break now? Did we break the leg? I'm not sure what we broke. Guess we'll find out here in a second once we attack him again. It's not this leg, because this leg's already in magma, so it's already hot. It was, yeah, it was that leg. It definitely looks super broken. Come on. Uh-oh. Yeah, honestly, we're not even, like, we haven't even died yet. Like, we didn't die against Ebony Garon either, but we came close. We're coming close with Lavasiath, but it's nothing that's, like, it's nothing that's worrying me. Well, honestly, this fight's kind of the same. I'm just going to kind of focus on it and just try to speed this up, and I'll see you once we've captured, or I guess killed, more like killed Lavasiath, but yeah, this is easy. There's not much really else to say about Lavasiath, honestly. Alright. Yeah, Lavasiath has quite a bit of HP. He actually kind of kept going a lot longer than I thought he was going to go. I mean, to be fair, the dual blades are a really weak weapon, but I'm not really sure where Lavasiath falls on the scale of, like, is he on the higher side of HP or like the lower side? So I mean, he's definitely not a Uragon, because like that would have been way longer. I'm not saying that, but I don't remember Lavasiath kind of surviving that much or kind of going for that long. Sometimes the wiki or places online will kind of give you like an approximate health range of a monster, but yeah, not Lavasiath. We don't really have an idea of his HP limit, but... And he gave us another ear, dude. Grinding, like, fighting to hunt monsters to get this armor and stuff that I needed. I swear to you, I got like 3, 4, maybe even 5 earplugs. So I have like 1,000,000 of these. So many. So many better decos in the game's like, earplugs? Earplugs? No.
You're doing great.
Thanks, Handler. Thank you. Well, we took down Ebony Garon and Lavasiath with very minimal issue with both monsters, actually, which... I mean, Lavasiath I had been dreading fighting the entire time, but I honestly wasn't expecting myself to have that easy of a time with Ebony Garon. But, regardless, they are both now defeated, or I guess both captured, because we're keeping them in captivity now. So... next time on Monster Hunter World Iceborne, we're gonna tackle Acidic Glavenus, and I wonder, our list of old Master Rank versions of monsters is dwindling. Who will we fight next? Find out next time.